Good morning, my name is Steven, and today we're coming back with another news video. It's April 1st, so we're at the beginning of a brand new month. Disneyland has just announced last week that they're going to be doing a new expansion, and well, we might just have an idea of what that's going to look like. Believe me when I say this, you're going to want to stay till the end of the video. And if you like the video, be sure to like the video, and possibly subscribe. Or don't, I can't tell you what to do, but I would appreciate the support. So, late last week, Disney announced plans for a new expansion in Disneyland. It's gonna be known as DISNEYLAND Forward. They even shared a few artist renditions. It's looking pretty cool, but it's a little vague on what they're actually planning on doing. Don't worry, because I might have something that no one is talking about. Take a look at the bottom left of the map. Possible immersive theme park. What does that mean? It's simple. Disney is planning to build another theme park. It's going to be based on the Epcot from Disney World in Florida, but now it's going to be in the West, so it's going to be called Westcott. I can't make this up. The plan is for Westcott to have a Future World and a World Showcase. Future World is going to have a spaceship Earth, so that explains the huge ball. It'll probably have a few other rides that Epcot has too, and some more. But the details are a little foggy. We do know that the World Showcase will represent countries from Asia, Africa, the Middle East, Europe, and of course, America. I don't actually have anything to show from Epcot since I've never been to the park, but just know Westcott will be the smaller version of Epcot. Sounds a little too good to be true, huh? Well, that's because it's not true. Disney isn't actually planning on doing a Westcott. April Fools, everyone. I do apologize, but it was worth it. Please note though, I didn't actually make up the new expansion for Disneyland, and there is some truth behind Westcott. So please do not click off the video. There's a lot more to this than just a lame bit, trust me. But do let me know in the comments below, what would you want to see from a future Disneyland expansion? Okay, so I said Westcott was real. That's because Disney once actually planned to build it. The idea of Westcott comes from 1991. Disneyland at the time had only one theme park, Disneyland, whereas Florida's Disney World had 3 theme parks. So, in the eyes of Disney, making Disneyland a multi-day destination only made sense. Most of what I talked about for what the park was supposed to look like was true. I didn't make that part up. Future World and World Showcase was actually the plan for Westcott. It was supposed to take the site of the Disneyland parking lot. Wait a second, isn't there already a park that took up the Disneyland parking lot? That's correct. Westcott was a predecessor to the park that we have now, Disney California Adventure. Obviously, the project ended up failing. That's why Westcott doesn't exist today. So, what happened? Well, when Disney announced its project, there wasn't too much excitement from the people of Anaheim. A replica of Spaceship Earth would be an eyesore, especially at night. The lights would just end up being too bright for the surrounding neighbors. Disney World holds the advantage of owning all the land around its parks. Disneyland doesn't have such a luxury. It's surrounded by a lot of retail and residential that would just cost too much to buy up. With some financial troubles of the early 90s and the disapproval of the surrounding residents, it was doomed to fail. Thus, the project was scrapped. Westcott would never see the light of day. So, like Disney does, they ended up moving forward with another idea. 10 years later, in 2001, Disney's California Adventure would open to the public. So, 20 years later, Disney is going back to the Anaheim residents once again and asking for the approval. Looking at their proposal, we can see a possible new shopping district, possible new parking, and possibly even a new theme park. That's where all the speculation comes from, but something that Disney has learned is not to put all their eggs in one basket. Looking at the expansion, there's no real plan for what's to come. They're just trying to update their existing approvals with the city and the community around them. They're not trying to get shot down because of an eyesore of a ride. I'm looking at you, Spaceship Earth. So while the speculations of a third park and its infinite realms of possibilities run rampant, they're gonna just stay rumors for now. Disney has nothing set in stone yet. Westcott was announced in 1991, and 10 years later, Disney California Adventure would open. Now we're coming to a similar path that we had 30 years ago. Disney has proposed its new idea. It may pass, it may fail, who knows. All we can do is wait patiently as we see our new Westcott turn into a California Adventure. So Westcott doesn't have anything to do with Disneyland's expansion, but I thought it was nice to look back and see what lessons we could draw from it. If the new expansion is going to be anything like Westcott, it could be at least 10 years before any form of it will see the light of day. So if you want to keep up to date, be sure to consider subscribing. March was the best month for me so far. So let's see if we can crush those numbers. If you want, please help by leaving a like, sharing it, and commenting down below. It'll help get this video out there. But of course, if you don't want to, that's perfectly fine. But as always, this isn't a goodbye, but just a see you real soon.